we got in front of y'all a flight of German-themed beers, German style, just German in general. We got the Kolsch, the Hefeweizen, the Dunkel, and the Festbier. So, what you're going to be trying first is the Kolsch. It is called Hrbies Grand Slam Kolsch. It is Minnesota Twins themed. It's made kind of with and for, I guess you could say, Ken Hrbie, baseball legend Ken Hrbie, who doesn't live very far from here, actually. He came in and we kind of asked, like, hey, do you want to make a beer with us? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, what kind of beer are you into? He's like, beer-flavored beer. It's like, have you ever heard of a Kolsch? He's like, I have not. So I explained it and kind of told him if he had the time or gumption, wanted to go out and seek out some local Kolsches or even Sooner Kolsch that's from Germany, gets imported here. But I was like, it's beer-flavored beer. He's like, all right, I trust you. So we had him in for brew day, and he had a great time during brew day. And, it came out, and he got to try it for the first time. He was like, yep, he really enjoyed it. So we've kind of made it sense and kind of had it themed around, home opener when the season starts to when the season ends. This year, we'll see where it goes. But, we should have enough to get through the season. And if they get to the playoffs, we'll have plenty of that around too.
That's good. It's refreshing.
That is beer flavored. You know what? Kolsch's are one of those beers that I'm never gonna go in and expect to be wowed, so to speak. Kolsch is a really easy measuring stick for me, though, of can this person brew a beer? And it's a pass-fail, and you pass.
Thank you. Crisp,
clean, refreshing. Definitely, if it's not being sold at Target Field, it should be, because I would dummy these if I'm out at an outdoor game.
We've tried.
I'm sure that's not easy.
No, it's not.
Oh!
Look at that cut.
We are doing our first iteration of the love-hate matrix. 4 boxes, love-hate, all across. We are going through the Central Division of the NHL. We are going to give you a team that we love to love, meaning a team that's expected to be good, that we agree wholeheartedly. A team that we love to hate, a team that's expected to be bad, that we're all on board the hate train. Then we've got a team that we hate to love, being that you like the team, but they're not expected to do good. So kind of your dark horse, if you will. And the last one being the one that you hate to hate, meaning you think they're going to be bad, everyone else thinks they're going to be good. So, first one, going with our first beer, the delicious Hrbie Kolsch. Isha, Central Division team that you love to love.
Central Division team that I love to love. The Nashville Predators, of course. For those who've been listening to the podcast long enough know that even before Brady Shea signed, even before Marchessault signed, even before Stamkos signed, the Nashville Predators hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, and of course you are firm on that bet. People are, I think, getting way too excited about them. I think they're absolutely a playoff team. I think that they're a team that, hey, if things shake out right, maybe they do some damage, but
they just got better, though.
A lot to be seen, though. There's still some question marks, and for the regular season, not a concern. But come postseason, Ryan McDonough's nothing to lose, right? I know you love UC Saros. They just gave away their goalie in the making, but kind of had to happen that way.
Well, and their other backup signed in Vancouver, so
yeah. I love the initial impact of those players. I will say some of the contracts are maybe a little dicey.
What I think it does is it elevates them from the middle of the pack in the Central to now arguably the top 3.
I think they're the top 3, but I think the top 2 are far and away above everybody else. The team I love to love is the Dallas Stars. And I'll lead with what I don't love, and that's that their blue line has gotten worse. I'm not thrilled with the departure of Tanev, replacing him with Dumba. It's not awesome, but being the second team to buy out Ryan Suter definitely buys you some grace in my heart. And I'm telling you what, the one side of their blue line, awful. The other side, among the best in the league. So maybe they're just going to balance it out, right? Where guys like Heiskanen, Lindell, they're going to carry the load, but their forward group is the deepest in the league, period.
Well, especially since Ben and Sagan are still producing now in
producing-ish,
not necessarily in the top 6 anymore, which is crazy.
Yeah. But I'm big on the depth. They've got a big range too, like some more veteran, a lot of good young talent. And then you got the guys in the middle that I'm like way bigger on, the Robertsons and the Hintzes. But watch out, Logan Stankoven, easily a top 2 or 3 guy for the Calder Trophy this year, and he is going to torch. The big question mark for me will be Ottinger.
Yeah.
What version of him do we get? Because we know he's talented. Goalies are voodoo. Year in, year out, we don't know how they're going to perform. I think Casey DeSmith is a guy that, if he is the backup, he's a very serviceable backup. If you can get 50, 55 games out of Ottinger, spill the rest, call it somewhere between 27 and 32 to DeSmith, I think you're in a pretty good place there. They're going to coast through the regular season and, again, be a team that everyone's watching out for in the playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like it.
Not as much as I like this.